We are back here, Allen Hilliard Sports again, for another exciting interview. This time we got the Coach Malbach from the Waynesville Lady Tigers softball team here. Coach, you have some new friends to play with this year.
We do. We had quite a few freshmen come up that we're really excited about and ready for them to develop in our JV and potentially step into the varsity playing field this year.
Now, looking ahead, last year, a fairly successful season. You had some pretty good competition, but overall, improved on the program, and even kind of the JV levels improved through that. And are you expecting to see those kind of improvements work their way up the chain?
Absolutely. Last year we broke our own personal record. We had 16 wins last year for the season. Lost in the district game. The only difference this year is we're going to be in a tougher conference going down south. But, we're planning now and preparing to compete. And that's all we can ask for.
All right. Now, looking at the coming up, especially the Jamboree, you have Rolla and I believe Cuba coming into that. So
we do.
Rolla, an opponent you know very well. Cuba, probably not quite as much, but...
Yeah, I don't know anything about Cuba. Rolla, Coach and I, we talk often, and we, we're going to come compete against Rolla. Hopefully come home with a good, strong 4 innings in the Jamboree. And again, against Cuba, we just want to come out and compete. We want to leave everybody with the lasting impression that Waynesville's gotten better and Waynesville's ready.
Now, facilities here, obviously, some of the nicest. I mean, you could hold a state tournament here almost with the facilities at this place.
Absolutely. We have, we've traveled up to St. Louis. We've traveled as far as Springfield and beyond. And there's not a complex that is better than ours.
Yep. I think the only thing you're missing is, several hundred more bleachers, essentially. And, I mean, this is as nice as most of the college stadiums.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, we are very fortunate with what we have. Ready to put it to good use this year.
So kind of looking from some of the returning juniors coming into their senior year or sophomores, do you have any standouts that, coming up from last year that should be, filling some of those gaps that left?
Not filling any gaps senior-wise. I've got Giselle Perez, who has been a 4-year starting varsity player for us. She is a powerhouse offensively, returns back out at first base. Last year she played a little bit of outfield for us, but her main primary defensive spot's at first base. I've got Camden Rains, who's working in towards an outfield position, but she's also pretty strong on the base paths for us too. Juniors, we've got a large junior class. We had a move-in this year that'll also see some split time on the mound this year in the circle with Reagan Grossminer. We are stacked 4 pitchers deep at the varsity level, all which keep us competitive.
Now it's something, especially the COC that you're joining is an important part of it, as quite a few games playing, sometimes several in 1 week there. Mm-hmm. And really pitching, give you an option just to kind of rotate in a few of those pitchers.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got pitchers throwing, 55, 56. We've got pitchers throwing 50s. We've got pitchers throwing 48s. It just really depends, and with a lot of movement on each one. Like I said, we've got the skill set in the circle to compete, which we are really excited about. We've not had this depth in pitching before. At least in my 7 years.
Now, recently they started softball in the middle school level. Has that contributed to some of these freshmen and sophomores as they've moved their way up from the middle school level? Have you found a few of them that have?
Oh, absolutely. We have 5 freshmen that will play for us, and they've all but one has played at the varsity level. All played for our middle school program, and we had 1 transfer in. But they all have made gains and improvements, so it is very promising within our middle school program.
And not many people remember that softball has not been around that long, this version of the softball program. It kind of disappeared for about 25 years, and it came back around 2006, 2007 from playing there by the community center and really turned into one of the top programs in the area.
Yeah, one thing with being in a high military area, we are very transient. We are unfortunate in the sense that we don't have the facilities that your bigger cities, St. Louis and Springfield, do as far as training facilities with instruction. And so having a middle school program has really brought that into it, as well as our youth league that we have here in the summer in Waynesville as well.
Okay. Now looking at some of the stuff here, the radio coverage has disappeared, but all the home games will be on Allen Hilliard Sports to replace those. So that way you'll have video, and most of the time you'll have play-by-play, I imagine.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take anything we can get. I've got a great group of girls. They've worked hard in the off-season. They're working hard in season, this preseason. And we're just ready to get to work, finish, and show them what we can do.
All right, Coach, appreciate it, and good luck this season. We will see you. We'll be live at 4:30, I've been told, on Thursday.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.